All right, guys, so we are going to talk about your Shamrockin Equations. All of these answers have to be correct, and all of your work must be shown on a separate sheet of paper. I am going to do number 1 with you and also one more problem. So you're going to go out of order. So you need to write number 1 and copy the problem. You need to have your name, date, and period up here. So it's 3x plus 7 equals 8x plus 27. So remember, the first thing you need to worry about are parentheses, and you need to be writing this down. There's no parentheses here, so I don't even have to worry about that. The next one is to combine. I don't have to combine anything on the left side. I don't have to combine anything on the right side, so that's done. The third is to have all x's on one side. So here's where we're going to start. We have a 13x and an 8x. And remember, we always move the lowest one to the other one. And the lowest is 8x, so I'm going to do a 0 pair with 8x on this side of the equal sign and a 0 pair with 8x on that side. So 13x minus 8x is 5x. Bring down the rest of the problem. Recopy the equal sign, and remember, what is ever left over gets scooted real close. So you put that 27 right next to that equal sign. Now, what you're going to do is just solve your basic two-step equation. So we've done that. Uh-oh, that's a 4. So the next would be a 0 pair. So we're only focused on the left side. And which one do we make a 0 pair with? The one that has a plus or a minus. The 7 has a plus, so we're going to make a 0 pair with that 7 by subtracting 7 on both sides. So those cancel out. 5x is right next to the equal sign, and 27 minus 7 is 20. So we've done step 4. Step 5, write this down. Divide by number, stuck, which means multiply, to variable. So remember, these two things stuck next to each other means multiply, but we're solving equations, so we're reversing everything. And the opposite of multiply is divide. So draw your fraction bar and divide both sides by 5. 5 divided by 5 is a 1, so that just leaves x. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Number 6, check it. Remember, you cannot turn this in until you have all of them right. So we're going to check it. We're going to plug this back in. So it's going to be 13 times 4 plus 7 equals 8 times 4 plus 27. 13 times 4 is 52. 8 times 4 is 32, and I'm just writing the rest of the problem. 52 plus 7 is 59. 32 plus 27 is also 59. So remember, if you get a true number sentence, you did it right. So go back and box this in, and you're ready to go on to the next problem. But we're going to go out of order. I am also going to do number 6. So don't write number 2. We're going to start with number 6, and I'm going to put it on a separate sheet of paper. You're going to use your same rules again. So on number 6, let's go ahead and copy the problem. 8x minus 2, and then you've got some parentheses, and inside the parentheses is x plus 9. And that's going to equal x plus 47. So remember, your first step is to get rid of parentheses, and the only way you can get rid of parentheses is to distribute. So we're going to distribute this negative 2 to the x, and then we're going to distribute this negative 2 to that positive 9. We haven't done anything with this 8x, so this 8x is just going to get copied down to the next line of our work. A negative 2 times a positive x is just a negative 2x, so I've done that. A negative 2 times a positive 9 is a negative 18, so I've done that. Now I'm going to copy the rest of the problem down. And now we're on to step 2. And step 2, remember, said to combine like terms, which we actually have some things we need to consolidate over here. An 8x minus a 2x is a 6x minus 18 equals x plus 47. Now you are back to regular solving where we kind of started with number 1. So remember, you got to get rid of the lowest x. The lowest x is just this right here. And remember, it's understood to be a 1x when the number is not written. So minus 1x, minus 1x. This makes a 0 pair. 6 minus 1x is 5x. Bring down that negative 18. We didn't do anything with that yet. Recopy the equal sign. And remember, the 47 gets scooted real close to the equal sign. Next is to make a 0 pair. So go back to the side where the letter is. We have to make a 0 pair with the one that has a plus or a minus. So on this one, it's going to be making a 0 pair with a negative 18. So plus 18, plus 18. So these cancel out. So 5x is going to equal 47 plus 18. I don't have a calculator, so I'm just going to add it like this. 4, 5, 6. So 5x equals 65. Divide both sides by 5, because that's what's stuck to the letter. And when you divide this out on your calculator, you're going to get a 13. Now remember, I am not boxing that in yet until I check it, because the only way you're going to get credit is if they are all right. So in order to check it, it's going to be 8 times 13 minus 2 times 13 plus, or I wrote an x, but I meant to write a 13, plus 9 equals x plus 47. And you need to show that you have checked this work on your own, and you need to go back and box in your answers. When you are finished, you are going to give it to the teacher so your work can be checked. There is a key, and again, you have to show all of your steps, and you have to box in your work.